The match isn't quite as old as Gibbs, but it's just as spectacular. We got NRG versus NV Achieves. We watched this one be a banger last regional. It's a privilege that we get to watch it again, and this time it's to play in the grand finals against G2.
Yes, and it's going to be an excellent matchup. And I got to say, you know, despite a lot of people picking NRG, even in Leaf and I's bracket, we picked NRG, but there is no shame in picking NV here, to be quite honest. It truly is an incredibly difficult matchup for both teams. And Justin not going to have the opportunity to open up the scoring off the bat. And NRG, you need to be wary, because you know the only reason you got away with it last time is because they weren't shooting well. That is not the case this time around, so we'll see if they can find a way through Envy.
Got Turbo Pulse in the Octane today as Envy wears the blue, NRG in the orange, a best of 7. Justin following up behind both of his teammates. Atomic across the field to Turbo, reaches for it, doesn't quite catch it, but gets the bounce. Takes a nice hop there off the corner, and Squishy and Justin will try to extend this pressure on offense. A demolition on the goal line. Turbo quickly turns on this, builds a wall, and missed. Will bounce it off of Justin. Connected for a second touch across the field. Atomic wants to leap for it, but respects Squishy's positioning on the backboard. We'll see NRG move to midfield now with control. First minute going to come and go.
And NRG really focusing on just trying to beat defenders when they have possession of the ball. That's a big demo, going to put Garrett G in an awkward spot. Tries to go back post, overdoes it a little bit. Turbo starting off with a rough one. Scoreable, but very difficult.
Missed off the back. Atomic losing the challenge to Garrett G. He'll take it up to midfield. He's out of boost now in Envy territory. Going to have to pick it up and get out of there quickly. Squishy and Justin getting collapsed on the goal lines. They both leap for the ball, and Justin gets bumped, but Garrett G just trying to emerge with control out of his corner, struggling to get through this Envy offense. They have been aggressive, the boys in blue, putting pressure on NRG, but now the counterattack underway.
Just off the nose of Garrett G. Definitely a chance for them to break out there. Envy has been putting on the pressure here the past 45 seconds or so, and NRG definitely doing a nice job getting in the big clears. It's hanging on to it. That's the problem. And that change of pace from Justin might be just what they need. Off the bar and going to bounce down and out. Missed, not a chance to save it. Garrett G trying to go back into the middle. That one's going to be cleared away. Missed too quick. And NRG seeing if they can keep the pressure going here.
Envy benefiting from some misses. And goes off of missed. He just grinds himself to a halt on the goal line. Holds the E-brake. Now back out to the outside. Missed again. A little bit of... Is this solid missed defense? Is it NRG just a little bit of inaccuracy? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Infield pass on Justin, blocked at the point of contact by Turbo Pulse as we approach halftime. Garrett G now through the air onto the backboard once more, reaching for it, gets the separation, but no one's going to take the shot. Here comes Justin onto the backboard and drop it again. Missed. We'll get it away. Turbo wants to reach for it, but backflips back down, and it'll be up to Atomic in the goal line. He'll find the clear to midfield.
Definite focus here on staying close to the ball on offense. Definitely not wanting to repeat the issues of not being able to regain possession over on the defensive half, but finally a long clear from Envy. We'll see if they can get the ball back. And Atomic looking for some boost steals, not finding anything though, so might be able to find a big clear here, completely reset the position for both teams and go fight for the ball in the middle of the pitch.
Squishing the midfield to Justin. Atomic tried to break it up, now missed with the trap on the ground, just this pinch across. Atomic will pop it in the midfield for Turbo. Onto the backboard, up against Garrett G. Tries to tap it down. Can't get a second touch on the ball to give it back to Mist, but they'll pass it around in the midfield. Here's Atomic onto the backboard. He's going to have to look for the setup. Out of the corner, it's back to Mist, to Turbo with full boost. Envy rotating like gods right now in the midfield, controlling all of the pressure. But finally, a solid challenge and clear from NRG will push them back into their own half. Now Justin prowling. Here's Squishy. Sends the shot from midfield, but it's wide.
Well, and Justin trying to see if he could blow Atomic off of that clear there because they knew that they would need the space. And unfortunately for them, Envy are able to worm their way out of it. And now they've got the pressure going for the final minute.
Past one defender, gets the bump on Justin, but Garrett G with the recovery. Makes some confusion in the corner. Atomic, I'm missing the corner in here. Here's Mist, double taps it out.
So good.
But Justin extends to midfield. Final minute approaching. Still, no goals on the board. Mist inside out. Gets it to the midfield line.
Jeez. Justin really not wanting to lose a challenge. And again, Atomic forced to clear off the back wall. And that's 3 or 4 challenges in a row from Justin that have let NRG really get their feet set there at the midfield.
Turbo over one. So we should the Skybo bumped Atomic now with space on the ball, but did not have a good read and had to leave it for Mist. We'll lose a lot of pacing with that recorrection. Now, here's Atomic again. Lofted for Mist. Onto the backboard, drop it. Squishy gives it out to Turbo. It's Turbo versus Justin. The shot is wide. No, the opportunity comes and goes. 15 seconds left.
And again, Turbo trying to predict which way Justin's going to go. He wanted to go behind him, and again, just overshot it. And last chance maybe to NRG here.
Garrett G off the backboard. Turbo's up
bounce
for it. A nice pop from Garrett. Back to Squishy. He's out of boost, and Mist is up to midfield. Keeping it alive himself, but can't keep it off the dirt. Overtime in game number 1.
Great start here for both teams. Definitely more quality chances on target for Envy. You have to feel Turbo with 2 big ones, I would say, that were 100% scoreable. Woo. Other than that, though, it's been a pretty dead even play. Is Turbo going to poke that one out into the corner?
NRG so far in the Fall Classics played overtime 3 times and won. They keep that consistency here.
This is a great push here from Envy. A lot of pressure in the box as NRG trying to get themselves sorted out. Squishy as well with no boost and finding themselves in a very similar position to Regulation where they're just trying to get some boost to fend off Envy on the defensive side. And again, that long clear game crucial to giving them the space as Squishy wanted a big block there on Atomic. Turbo dumps it into the corner. Envy again looking to set up the press.
Turbo off the top, up against Justin, back down to the box. Squishy to the outside. Atomic will get the win on the challenge, but gets demolished right afterwards. Then missed bumped. NRG now with space. Justin reaching for this. Got Squishy and Garrett behind him. And it'll be Garrett on the ball first. Missed now. Back into his own box, and Turbo will send it long ways down the field.
Gotta trap this one if you're Justin, though, and that's a great job, but missed so quick on the supporting side of things. He's been second in rotation a lot of time in this first game, and he has had excellent timing pushing forward for Envy and trying to keep things going. It's not going to last long. It's over the head.
Oh!
He misses the double tap, and that is tough. Atomic towards the open net. NRG thought they had it, came up empty and get counterattacked to lose game 1.
Oh, what a sequence at the end here as Atomic gives NRG their first loss in overtime in the Fall Classic. Envy currently before this 2-5 in this tournament. They'll improve to 3-5 there. But man, I think Squishy thought it was in and the fake would be strong enough to put it into the goal. I don't know. That was just, I want to go back and watch that one again.
Yeah, very tough to analyze on just 1 or 2 quick looks at it for Squishy, but you also see that Justin, when he tapped that ball out to the side, he was hoping it was going to, kind of roll up the wall there because he cut out to grab that midfield boost, but he caught it a little heavy. It ended up skipping back into the middle, and that was right when he committed to grabbing that side boost. So, I mean, the idea is correct for Justin. The execution fell a little bit short, ended up leaving an open net, and tough one right there. You can see it. He just catches it a little heavy and skips right back out. So,
yeah,
unlucky break.
That's hard. That's a hard one for Justin there, and Atomic taking advantage of it. We'll get the win in game number 1. Envy starting things off here 1-0. A defensive series. 9 saves NRG had to put up there on the 10 shots from Envy. So perfect, man. That speaks well to Envy's accuracy there. 10 shots, 1 goal, and 9 saves from the other team there. A productive day there from Envy.
Yeah, I actually really liked game 1 from Envy. I think they had a lot of great boost control throughout that match. It really did force NRG to find ways to change pace of play, to get opportunities just to break out, and NRG did an excellent job. I mean, the defense was excellent, and they definitely got their opportunities on offense, but overall, Envy, I think, definitely had a more effective press. And again, I credit that all to the support role from Mist on his timing on some challenges, and Atomic getting a lot of boost steals over in that NRG corner. So see if that continues here in game 2.
Well, here's Garrett G. Approaching this. On Justin. To dip it across. Atomic down, looking for pressure here. Garrett G now. You need to win 2 challenges in a row. Gets the second one taken away by Mist. Atomic and Turbo looking for the pass game, but they take it to the corner instead. NRG bump into each other. And Atomic emerges with control on the side. It's up to Garrett G in the backfield. And a pinch across. Mist gets, I think, pushed out of position by Justin. And now a counterattack on the other side for NRG.
It was there, the idea again, and that disruption from Justin, like you said, the bump on Mist to pull him out of position there. Key in stopping a big shot as not the most favorable skip, definitely close enough for Garrett. And you can see NRG really wanting to keep the ball close, force Envy to come and take it off him.
Justin in between the Envy rotation. NRG.
Oh, he just missed
slide. Yeah, but Mist takes it away from him. I liked that micro from Garrett too.
The idea was there. It's the power slide timing wasn't quite perfect. He hit the gas a little too early, so it stopped the turn. And you definitely could have started it right there, but got away with one on Envy's defensive side is Mist. Just seeing if they can throw off the timing of NRG. Oh.
A shot from Garrett G just wide. It'll function as a pass, even with the clear. Now Justin through 2. NRG looking solid in the challenge department, especially on offense, and a pass across, but Garrett doesn't move up for it, respecting the NV defense. Now moving in after 1 challenge misses. There's Atomic out to Turbo. You saw Turbo, he wanted to go up the wall, but he's out of boost. He wasn't going to have anything to do with it, so I'll now spawn back in the third man. Mist will move up and be aggressive.
And Squishy kind of hit that a little heavy, and there's the bump from Atomic. That one is going to be an easy goal with the help of Mist pushing Justin off the wall there. That all stemmed from just before that replay happened. Squishy, he kind of caught the ball a little hard there, and he had to try and track it down, and he just missed the challenge over on that blue half. NRG needed a little extra time to grab boost, so finally a little lapse in ball control for NRG. Nets Envy the first one here.
And the first goal of regulation of the series. See Justin take it up. Now Garrett G to Squishy here. Atomic was trying. He put pressure on Squishy, so Squishy doesn't get a very solid touch. But now here's all of Envy in the sky. Atomic takes it up and then gets bumped into the ball again. So
got that boost.
Pass. I think he was trying to set up to Mist. Not going to connect.
They steal that corner boost again, and it's Justin just having to see if he can find a way. And Atomic takes it away. Garrett G was definitely rotating back into the net there. He probably would have been ready for it, but you never know what could have happened there.
Those upfield passes are difficult because you're pushing the player closer to the ball or closer to the goal.
Score it?
Oh, Justin trying. And Atomic cleared it away. Now Garrett G onto the backboard again. Here's Mist. Outside. And following, tracking with this, looking for the pass. Can't get the separation. Squishy will take control of the ball. And now look for Garrett on the bottom, looking for the pinch. And oh no, Turbo wins the 2v1 and Justin has to bail him out on the goal line.
Turn back around, no time to grab boost. Now what do you do there? You just kind of drive forward, force a challenge, and see if you can get away with something. Justin going to steal the corner boost as well. Has Garrett behind him now with Squishy pushing the backboard, and he misses another tap off the wall. And they need to start connecting with those to force the defenders to respect it.
Oh my goodness. Demolitions galore. And another one here. Mist, can he get to Turbo here? Justin actually breaks it up, and now Garrett G off the wall, keeps it into the corner. Justin going to hound Mist. And a bump on the third man, opening up space for Squishy, looking to tie the game. And off of Turbo, Justin back in. Garrett G is nowhere to be found, though. At midfield, he'll try to put the pressure on. 1 minute remaining, though. Envy still holding on to a 1-goal lead. 2 goals have been scored in this series so far, both for Envy.
Nice job from Garrett G just to break up that counterattack, but they all go too far forward. Turbo pulls up, put him down. Yes, indeed. 2 for Envy here, and probably a put-away goal.
We were asking if there would be Turbo goals earlier. How about a double tap? The 4-time, dropping it in dirty. 48 seconds left, and game 2 looking over.
Great show from Turbo, capitalizing on NRG. Again, just having a ball get a little too far away from them. Cheeky kickoff attempt from Justin there. Envy, thankfully, able to react in time. NG going to find themselves in a bind here if they don't get one right now, pretty much.
36 seconds left. Justin through the air. Into the corner. Demolition. He'll spawn back on defense. Here's Squishy. Round 2. Garrett G now up. And the clear all the way down the field. Such power out of the corner. And Squishy demolished.
Yeah, okay.
All of a sudden, Envy getting physical and NRG struggling to maintain any sort of positional advantage. They're constantly having to reset out their back half. 5 seconds left here. Garrett needs to put this touch in, and he's not going to do it there. That'll be game 2 in the bag. Envy, 2 up, 2 down so far. Looking strong against North America's finest.
great show from NV again. Excellent control all the way throughout, and this really was one that probably could have went to overtime. It just took a couple of unlucky skips for NRG. Like we said, Squishy not quite able to keep control of the ball in one or two instances, giving the ball back, and NV able to turn it in both times. So what you gonna do if you're NRG here? You need to find a way to push NV back out of your half, and you can't really do that because they've got such great map coverage so far. And Turbo, he hasn't really had to do too much throughout the series. A lot of it's been, just come in as the third man and make that big challenge, and that's a very similar role that he played when he was on NRG when they won a World Championship. It was all Garrett G and Justin push, Turbo, okay, stop him. That's pretty much what it's been here. Okay, Turbo, go stop him, and he's doing a great job.
I was a little worried in that first game. We saw Turbo a pretty simple shot up against Justin and just beamed it wide. I'm like, oh no, here we go. Turbo's back to feeling the pressure of NRG, but it's been a very efficient series so far. They have not scored any more goals than they needed to. And going into game 3, it's been all NV. So NRG here, surprisingly quiet. I mean, it's not just the fact there's been 1-goal games. It's the fact that there's been 2 shutouts so far that is the most notable for me in this series.
A lot of lack of shot creation as well. The defense incredibly strong for NV when NRG has been able to get over on that blue side. Missed. Gonna manipulate a challenge with aces up. We'll see ya.
Wow, Squishy getting loosened by Atomic and then missed here up against Garrett. The aerial dunk, just joust rules. Get a little bit higher than him. You'll be able to push it down. 8 seconds in, earliest goal we've seen. And NV keeps the scoring streak going.
Great start for NV here. Now a lot of pressure on NRG. And they already said, if you remember in the Haunted Hallows Regional, they don't really like to take a lot of timeouts. But if you lose this one, you might need it. You need to make some type of adjustment.
Missed long way down the field. Garrett G out of the corner. Here's Atomic across, but his teammates a little bit farther back. And Turbo going to take advantage of now an opportunity. A double commit is a demo on 1. Atomic, doesn't make the touch. And they'll have to circle back around. Mistel to come in to make the play, but NRG will be in a much better spot here. I believe Justin made the switch to dominance this game.
Yeah, I was just saying, probably trying to do that in case he gets a little of those air dribbles. You see it a lot over in Europe with Cash in particular. He's been able to manipulate the length of that dominance incredibly well to work his way over a couple of challenges, as NRG going to make a couple of nice saves on the goal line, and Garrett G through one. But again, the support from Atomic right there for it.
Some really good mind games there from NRG in the position game and in the ball. Here. First goal for NRG.
This was a tough one. That Justin made a great decision to put that ball into the corner away from the defense, and then NV get a little double committee and miss, just trying to cover up the near post there, take it away from Justin, and had a very favorable bounce off that wall there and went all the way to the back post. NRG finally find their way onto the board. Maybe you're going to get number 2 here. Not enough. Turbo just in time. Justin trying to put the follow-up touch. Not good enough.
9 shots in game 1, 5 in game 2, and 3 shots in to game 3. 17 shots. Finally, we see NRG get their first goal. And it ties up game 3 as well.
Who steals?
Feeling good? No, that's a 10.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Turbo Pulsa is on another one today on defense. What a diving save. Gonna have to make another here. No, missed blocks him at the point of contact. Now Atomic bumps Squishy with the back pass to Garrett. G Turbo will be loose, and he's not going to make contact. Now Atomic pushing forward here up against Garrett. Somehow wins that challenge, and Squishy will clear it across the side. Lateral play working in NRG's favor. Here comes the counterattack. Missed on the back line. We'll get one stop. Now Squishy off the backboard. It'll be Turbo with an air ball. Atomic's got to follow this one. Pass back across. Double commit in front of the box. Can NRG find an opening?
They're trying as hard as they can. That slow touch, though, may really just throw him off enough. Atomic kind of locked himself in on the corner. Passed it just in and not in time. Atomic just able to cover the distance. And Envy having to stretch a little bit, but NRG definitely lacking a little bit of the execution there. A little stutter in the step, and Justin trying to get up early to beat the defense. Still not enough.
Everyone froze for a moment. Now we're back off to the races. Missed through 1, through 2. Turbo's got to get there. He gets bumped, but it doesn't matter. He'll put it in. Envy's back on top.
You love to see this bounce if you're Turbo, because this always feels so questionable about where it's going to go, but Definitely bouncing above that lip, nice and easy, just able to stay ahead of the demo.
Yeah.
Does that count as a turbo goal? Does that count?
I don't know. I think he had to jump to dodge Justin. I think it's really easy to undervalue how easy it would be to mess that up. To keep yourself online for the ball, be looking over your back shoulder at Justin and know exactly when to jump so that Justin misses you. He was definitely looking for the pit maneuver. Here comes Miss looking for goal number 3 with a miss. Fake play. Turbo through 2. Justin comes back in, careening through in the third man for the save, keeping the goal at 1.
Great lift.
Here's Squishy. Counterattack. Onto the backboard. Looking for a double tap. Follow from Garrett G to the side, and we're tied up.
You have to admire Garrett G tracking this play forward. Squishy does a great job. This time, able to stick right with the ball. He might get bumped, but Garrett G knows as soon as he sees contact between Squishy and Atomic, he's got to get there to beat out that defender that's on the goal line. And since he's tracking with the ball back as well, he has to waste a few extra moments to turn the car around to get ready to make a save. And that difference in time was crucial there for Garrett G to get there and put the goal in.
Garrett G now. Through the sky towards the goal. Here's Justin. Down looking for the ground pinch. It's been a series, or a major for ground pinch. A tournament? A tournament. That's the word I'm looking for. Fall Classic. Been a lot of ground pinches. Didn't hit that one. Now Squishy up against Turbo. Ooh. Squirts out in front of the box. Here's Garrett G looking for a flip reset. Nearly finds it. Nearly uses it. Now another win for Envy in the midfield. Atomic versus Justin now in the backfield. Atomic nearly gets a pass him, sets it up for Turbo. Takes the shot. Oh, Atomic Garrett couldn't find Garrett G. A bump there secures the lead.
Nerves of steel there to let the shot come through, to not jump early, to make sure you try and give yourself a chance. That's the scary one to commit to, but it pays off.
Back in front of the box. Missed. To the corner. He's got Atomic trailing behind him. Now Turbo in the midfield moves up. Shot is wide, deflected by Justin. Touch from Atomic, though. Gonna eliminate another player. Miss. Oh, he slotted it upper 90. Beautiful placement. Squishy covered it up. Now Turbo looking for the lead. Oh, it's wide again. 28 seconds left. Still 2-2.
Oh, he missed it.
Up.
Oh, but they're through.
Squishy wins the challenge before being demolished. And now Garrett G looking for more bumps. Turbo in the corner. Up against Justin. Loses control. Missed there to block the save. Or to block the shot. Makes a save. 10 seconds left. Overtime looking likely. NRG trying to end it here in regulation. Ooh, Atomic through 1. 3 seconds left. Atomic back down for Turbo. Blocked by Justin, and it will touch the ground. Overtime. 2 games out of 3.
All right. Do you have it in you, NRG? Can you put one on the board? Oh, and Mist gives him the space here as well, but a huge challenge. I mean, that guy in the offseason, I remember during the replay invitational, that guy was making some amazing defensive stops, and I was like, hey, he's definitely in the contender for best defender in North America in my book.
Yeah.
He's been doing a great job so far. Pass into the middle. Garrett G just able to keep it in the blue half, but for how long?
No pressure here from Envy. Squishy will loft it. Atomic giving it to Mist, but Justin's crowd in the corner. Now Garrett G going to put pressure on, but Turbo finding the gap. Perfect positioning again. Now into the corner. Bumps happening. It's a pile as the ball loses all of its momentum.
He just refuses to let go of a ball. If he's in the corner fighting for it, you can bet he's going to keep trying. Atomic with a demo. Squishy forced into a tough position there, and a floater just to buy a few extra seconds. Pass to Atomic. Garrett G going to stare right down the barrel and pull it out.
What a read from Garrett. Holding on. Turbo's coming in, and Turbo's been just taking like that. To me, the Turbo goal there is just taking the shot, but no, he goes for the pass. And Garrett G says, I understand the best situation here. The best look. Let's park the car right here and hope they shoot it at me. Oh, look at that. They did. Oh, now the infield pass to Atomic. Just barely too high. Turbo shot also above the crossbar. Justin now with the extension back down the field and missed. We'll get there in time. Turbo turning it around. Looking for another push. Mist and Garrett collapse on each other. Soft touch from Turbo goes to no one. Justin there, and then a bump in the corner. Missed. Gonna try and carry this out. Looks for the flip reset over 1. Okay, Squishy though on the back line picks it up. Atomic now with Turbo underneath. He'll keep it high in the sky. Bait Justin into it. Mist now in the corner. Through 2. Garrett G extends this high. Turbo's up there to put the pressure on it. Puts it back. Quick 180 from Mist, but he's low on boost. Can't fully challenge. Has to go for the tackle now. Atomic versus Squishy. It's Squishy with the win. Justin up the field for the ball. The dominance careening into the NV half.
but they do.
Garrett, off the ground and in. Oh, how about it? They'll take game 3.
I was sitting there thinking there's no way Justin can make this flip reset work. They're already parked on the backboard, but somehow he's still able to get it over the top of the turbo. And again, Garrett G right there, just in the nick of time. They're going to squeeze a win out of that one. That's insane.
Wow. Wow. NRG, again, 3-0 on overtimes coming into this series, and now 4-1. They'll get their first win. And this is the first scoring attempt they've had, nearly, doubling their shots on the series in this game. NRG looking solid right now. We asked the question on the pre-show, Leaf, if you had to build Achieves. If you had to build a team around one of these NRG players, we got one of each. I said Garrett, Turtle said Justin, Corelli said Squishy. Who would you pick?
Oh, initially my mind says Garrett G, but that's because I want Garrett G on every single team because he is that good. But I think there is good logic behind Turtle saying Justin because it's fair to build a team around an incredibly mechanical player. But Squishy is a good choice. Yeah, in short, I'm not going to give you an answer. I don't want to.
Oh, boring. No, you gave me the answer. You said Garrett, which is the correct answer. So it's fine. I mean, but yeah, no, they're looking very, very solid there. Every single one of those players showed up in a method that was important, or it showed up in a way that was helpful to their team. Envy had the lead both times in regulation there. They were able to get the lead multiple times, and we saw NRG bounce back and then force it into overtime, get it there in the overtime. Man, good stuff from them. We got a ball game. And
Turbo had the put away chances again that game.
Not easy ones, chances.
But they were definitely scoreable spots there in that net for him, and he's that close. He is that close to putting them in the frame. Both times, I think, in that last one, he was just wide of the net, so that's all it takes. A small refinement, and again, kickoff goal, this time even faster. How about 3 seconds?
Look at that. Yeah, man. They scored 8 seconds in, and here, the cheat up from Mist going to work. Garrett G can't quite reach it. And the cheat up will get the first ball in the net. 1-0, Envy, 4:57 left to go.
Justin as well, staying with the Dominus. Curious to see if that makes a difference, but man, love that lift. That's a great start. Oh, mama, come on. No, it's off the bar. Don't do it to him. Back post shot down and out as well. NRG, that's right there, but not enough.
Oh, so close. So close. Make the goal a pixel higher, and we're tied up right now. But nope. Gotta play. Here's Mist. Oh, falls back, and Garrett G just doing his best bunny rabbit dribble. Bouncing around with the ball here as Justin comes up in the third man. Now pass to, no, Mist gets there in time.
He's too good, man. Mist is too good at this game. I don't think I've seen that guy take a bad challenge in, 50 games at this point. He's too good.
Absolutely incredible player. I remember him playing on the Peeps roster back at DreamHack, where they won it and put their name on the map. Like on that team, I think Mist was easily the quietest of the 3 players.
Yes.
Which, when you're on a team with Ruddles, is maybe not saying too much, but still. He was the one that was easily kind of the, oh yes, and Mist is here too. Now look at him. Absolutely incredible. One of the best teams in the region. Here's Atomic down the corner with the pass across. Mist looking for the shot. Man, I really wish he would hit it. That would have just put the nail on that whole diatribe I went on.
I know. Unfortunately, that's kind of the difference between Envy and NRG, right? Mist wanted to see the pass come through first because he wasn't quite sure it was going to actually happen. And you feel like if that happens for NRG, they've jumped before they even throw it into the middle because they know if it goes through, you got to be that quick to beat the defense. Demo on net and Garrett G. Atomic dishes one to Turbo. There's the bump. Garrett G on the respawn just in the nick of time to poke it out to safety.
They even got the bump on the defender, but the respawning Garrett G manages to build up enough speed to make the shot happen. More pressure from Mist, but Squishy will handle that one just fine. My goodness, Envy putting the pressure on him, and NRG standing up strong. But I agree with what you were saying. The difference between NRG and really every team is their pre-jump pass game. As the pass is happening, the shooter is already in the air. So difficult for the best defenders in the world to read any offense moving that quickly. Here on the backboard again, Atomic will extend it above. And Squishy won't get a wheel on it.
and a helpful demo. But Garrett G, I don't think he even expected that demo to come through. He was ready to rotate back and just play defense.
Justin up, wins the challenge. Mist needing to take a bad shot off his backboard. He'll play to the corner.
How does he make that read?
I don't know.
Like, that took a wild hop to me, and Mist is just like, yeah, no problem. He kicks it out to the corner.
Yeah, I think he didn't feel a lot of pressure. He knew he had space, but he also, I don't know, he's also the third man back there, and if he doesn't touch the ball, it's probably a goal. Incredible. Envy putting on a display. Atomic now up to Mist in the corner. He's going to reach for it, but Justin will pinch it with him in the air. Now Turbo. Just enough of a touch to put it on the top of Justin's car, not on his hood. Now Squishy off the wall. Got one player in front looking for bumps. Not going to find anything. Justin wins another challenge against Turbo. Mist caught in an awkward spot on the wall, and Atomic will bail him out. Now up to Turbo. Respected Garrett G already being in the air, had to bail on the play.
Oh, nice.
Justin across to Squishy, and Mist just dead center knows, hey, you can pass, but you're going to shoot at the goal. I'm right here. I'm ready to go.
And Justin trying to find the mix-ups there on the approach, trying to throw off the timing of the defenders, see if he can get one of them to commit somewhere and open up a gap. There's the bounce, and Turbo takes it away. Squishy bombs it high. Garrett G trying to adjust, and Envy may just put in a turnaround goal here. And Justin, of course, he's already back. Was there ever doubt?
It was a difficult bounce you had to read. The bounce for Turbo was really difficult, but here comes on the outfield pass, just wide of the goal. Oh, so close. 40 seconds left. And a little bit of that inaccuracy from Turbo we've been talking about all split. Coming back into play here in game 3.
RLCS, great understanding there. They might catch him in a counterattack. It's 2-on-1. They give space. Atomic, how do you handle it? Just across, and he just kisses it into kicking it out to the side. Tough save.
It's one of those moments for Atomic. He's trying to buy time. For his game, the longer he can keep Garrett from making a decision, the better. And he was inching ever so slightly closer to Garrett the whole time. So when he finally turned on him, he knew he had the shot blocked. Well done. Greatly paced game there. But with 3 seconds left, it is still the 1-goal game after the first initial kickoff goal. And Mist puts it high. Justin's going to come up for this. But oh my gosh, Turbo tries. What is happening? It's over the top. Atomic into the ground. Garrett G, keeps it up. And Turbo will pinch it all the way down. This is going to take a nasty bounce, though. Justin keeps it alive, and now he's got Boost in the corner. There's Mist. Can Mist end the game? Garrett G keeps it up
here for NRG. It's a real stretch.
Ooh. Back around Atomic. Oh, we got it. This is going to the ground. Okay. Well, Envy takes game 4. Not even close. Not even a worry in their mind.
Man, you saw that weak save from Mist, though, and it's like, oh no. And Justin, he waited because he knew he heard Turbo jump over his head or something, and he just couldn't jump to avoid the demo, so he has to wait for that ball to come down. And that extra time that he has to wait lets Mist recover in the net to make the second save? What? There was the moment I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, that one kickoff goal at the very beginning is gonna seal the deal here, and then instantly the situation changed. I was like, oh dear, NRG's actually really got a good look here. And the fact that they almost got the ball back around after it bounced off their backboard. I mean, NRG is a team with legendary 0-second goals, the greatest goal of all time being one. So if there's any team that could do it, it's definitely the boys in orange right now. But I don't know. This has been crazy. We're going into game 6, 5, 3-1. Yeah. Envy on match point, and they hold. Chance for vengeance as well, and a big opportunity to clinch at least the number 3 seed with a win here. They put themselves in a great spot already, though, to win the regional, seeing as FaZe has already fallen to G2. They could end up with a number 2 seed here if they're able to continue on this trend with NRG.
Justin to the outside, playing defense, having to look for clears. Gets demolished, and then Garrett G getting bumped. Mist was trying to take a shot, but just a bit wide now. Atomic looking for separation out the backboard, doesn't find anything, but he does find the bump on Squishy. Justin, another car change here. Off of the Dominus, now onto the Fennec. Turbo running into each other. The ball goes high. Mist to turn this one.
Ooh, careful.
Through 2. Turbo now in the corner. Atomic looking for the bump on Justin. Now Mist alone in this backfield. Clears the outside. Here's Atomic. Missed Demolish on the back line. Atomic wanting to hold on to this, looking for the wall dashes, but not able to beat Garrett G. Garrett G also switching to Fennec this game.
Yeah. Maybe just an easier to look at hitbox. Justin, I think, has been playing an incredible series so far. I mean, he's playing a very similar series to Mist, I would say, in terms of solid challenges, breakouts. And it's just been a matter of who happens to find their way into the back of the net, because, I mean, game 4, they scored a kickoff goal. That's it.
That was it. Yeah. And we've already had kickoff, so at this point, someone's got to actually score. I mean, I guess we could have a kickoff goal in overtime, but...
Yeah.
Here's Atomic back to Turbo Pulsa. Sends it straight at the net, forcing Garrett to jump for the save. Look for the bump on Justin, too. I like the setup from Turbo, but Garrett G did emerge, not just with a save, but with ball control in the clear. Now Mist on the wall. Wins the challenge. Back to Atomic. Justin gets over the top of him. Garrett G turning around on this one, going for the bump on Turbo, and he connects with Justin. Gets the pass back to him, and NRG's on top.
You could see it coming with that win. Justin with the pace to get up there and take that one away from the counterattack. And as soon as it went back to Garrett G, you knew Turbo was in a whole world of trouble. And it's just like, well, you can probably beat Turbo to the net, but nah, let's make it look cool. Pass it back, you know, it'll look great.
It's not often that you catch Turbo kind of out of position. One of those rare ones. Garrett G and Justin, former teammates with Turbo, able to do it. And I'm pretty certain, get the first regulation lead for NRG of the series.
I believe you're correct.
Justin takes this one to the sky. Looking for a flip reset.
Ooh,
Wins the challenge. Doesn't even need it, but Mist will take it away on the back end. It's Mist again.
NRG, they're winning great challenges, but man, it's the hardest thing in the world just to hang on to that ball. That supporting player for Envy, so good at reacting to what happens because of it. Mist straight towards the middle of the net with pace, right past Squishy Muffins.
How much pace? 50 miles an hour. Not even too ridiculously fast. Just straight on. Oh, did the defender hit the brakes?
Squishy hit the brakes right before he jumped. And he didn't have a lot of boost as well, so he couldn't make up for the difference as well.
Placing it high on the crossbar. The difference there is the altitude. Even with hitting his brakes, Squishy gets that if that ball's lower. Well done. Envy tying it up. Pass across to Justin. Plays to the corner, and Turbo Pulse will be the first to catch it. Now out to Mist. Extending to Atomic. 3-man play onto the backboard. Can they find the double tap? Atomic to the far side. The 3-man play, and Envy's back on top.
Ooh, mama, look at this one. Great pass. Missed the race for Atomic, and he rolls the car backward to get the ball back behind the guy coming at him in the air. And how about finishing it off with a dish to the back post? Money.
They are so good. Oh my goodness, the whole team, Envy, popping off. The machine is running on all cylinders today. It's Mist through one. Here's Atomic. Empty backfield. Open net. Let's make it a 2-goal game. 1:34 left to go. That's how long they got to hold on before they're in the grand finals.
Tough stuff for NRG. No one was thinking, well, hang on, what happens if they clear the ball really hard? The answer is no one's ready for it. 3-1. Tough ask here. 90 seconds, 2 goals when you have been struggling to crack that Envy defense all series long. Backs up against it here for NRG. There's the bump, and Turbo is just able to muscle off Squishy to keep it at a 2-goal lead.
You know what? I kind of wonder if Squishy doesn't touch it, if Turbo has enough momentum by himself to get it. I think the pinch is what sends that so high. There's a world where possibly if Squishy doesn't touch that, Turbo can't save it. But either way, here we are. Garrett G falling back. Here's Squishy off of his backboard. Atomic going to make it difficult for him, but Squishy still makes contact. Now Turbo back to the sky. No defenders set up in the net. Can he get the pass back down? Looked for Atomic, but Atomic was already turned around. Missed now. Through 1, through 2. They're looking for the bump on Squishy, or looking for the block on Squishy there, and doesn't find it, but Atomic high in the sky. 47 seconds left. NRG needing to dig deep and find 2 goals.
Whew. Those dumps of the ball out into space as well, wasting precious seconds. It's tough. Yeah, look at Garrett G. He's got to wind up. He's like, we got to cover distance.
He gets all of that one. Booms at the length, but then the counter clear out of the corner. They were ready for him. And then NRG trying to bump, miss, but no, couldn't do it. Oh, the fake's not going to work. NRG turns around on it. Turbo versus Garrett. Turbo finally comes up with the win, and now missed up against the other two. Bump on one. Gets a demo on him as well. Justin to the sky. Beats one NV defender. And Atomic off the backboard. Final 10 seconds. NRG's got to score right now. Squishy puts it off the side and is going to bounce back around, and that'll do it. There's no way to get it around. Envy get revenge from the last regional, and they'll advance to the grand finals.
The defense holds strong for Envy. Close calls, but obviously from how it played out, nothing they couldn't handle. An excellent series from them. Really, you said it, firing all cylinders. Well-oiled machine. Dismantle NRG. What a show.
T-Bait somewhere is screaming. He's having a good time. And we're going to see them play in the finals against a very hot G2. Man, is that going to be a banger. We're going to get at least 2 series out of them as well. But hats off to NRG, making this a difficult series, forcing Envy to ascend to a new level to take them down.
And this is going to be tough as well. I mean, both semifinals were, you know, massive destructions of the other team. G2 picked apart FaZe. Envy, systematic destruction of NA's finest, as we like to say. But that grand final's tough, and I believe they both. This is a battle for number 2 seed as well between G2 and Envy, because whoever wins this takes 2.
I think so. This is gonna be wild to watch here. Fun fact: Envy currently on this season, when scoring 3 or more goals in a game, 22-0. They have yet to lose. So watch out for that one here as we go into the grand finals. We got Envy versus G2 coming up after this.